Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Donnie here at the Morrow Group. Everybody, hope everyone is doing well. And I just want to talk a little bit about the background of the Morrow Group today, how we got started in real estate, what we do, why we do it, and just let you all get to know us a little bit more. So I was in the restaurant business for many years and did very well at it. Good business, a lot of hard work, man. People who work in restaurants, if they care and they work hard, long hours, on your feet, dealing with customers, very difficult job. I respect people who work in that industry if they work hard and put forth effort to do a good job and give good customer service. And then at some point I decided, hey, you know what? I'm missing my kids growing up. I'm working 60 to 100 hours a week. My daughter's going into high school, and after a family tragedy, I wanted to give back, so to speak. So I decided I was going to become a Memphis police officer. So I did that. It took me a couple years to put myself in a position to do that because I was going to be taking a significant pay cut to become a police officer, but I did that. And it worked out really good. You know, you're in certain places in life for a reason at a certain time. And I was able to do it as my daughter was starting to go into high school, and I was able to get a day shift because I was number one in my academy class. And it worked out really well that I was able to do that and be there for her high school games when she was on color guard and all that stuff. And I'm so glad I did. Otherwise, I would have missed pretty much all of her growing up. And let me tell you, you can't get that time back. Well, in the meantime, as I got started in the police department, I needed more money. I had taken a significant pay cut, and like most first responders, I was ready for a second job to pay the bills. But I didn't want to go get another boss. I had kind of been the boss a little bit in the restaurant industry for many years, and then I had a boss at the police department. The last thing I wanted was another boss. So I needed to make $1,500 a month basically to pay my house note, really is what it came down to. First broker, I asked him, can I make $1,500 a month part-time? He said, yeah, you can do that, sure. And honestly, I never intended to go to full-time real estate. I intended to work real estate as my part-time job. I loved being a police officer. I loved giving back to the community. And I figured I'd supplement my income with real estate. And when I retired when I was 55, I would use my real estate business to supplement my pension so I didn't have to go try to find another career at 55. And I was honestly just really good at it. I think just because of the work ethic that I learned from growing up and the work ethic from being in the restaurant business and the military, all that kind of stuff, I was just really good at it. However, before long, I found myself basically working 2 full-time jobs. Because I was good at real estate, that meant I was busy. So that meant that I worked from the police department from 7 to 3, and then I might change clothes in my car or in the locker room or whatever the case might be to get to an appointment at 4 and do paperwork till 10, 11 at night. So it wasn't very long until I found myself basically working 2 full-time jobs. My first 12 months in business, sold 16 houses. My first full calendar year, which was like months 6 through 18, I sold 36 houses. I was very busy, and I was losing a lot of money to go to the police department, but I still showed up and still did my job. And towards the end of that year is when the Memphis Police Department did the spousal carve-out, and they basically said, hey, we're going to take your wife off the insurance because she's got a job where insurance is available. And the next day I took my 2-week notice in. I was doing very well with real estate, even though I did not have plans to quit the police department. I loved that job. There just came a point to where, hey, this isn't the best thing for my family anymore. So then the following year, I had an amazing first full-time year in real estate, sold 72 houses, and towards the end of that year, realized that once again, I was working a ton of hours. I joked that a long time I would hire somebody whenever my wife started complaining about me not coming home. So it's kind of like, hey, you know, you're kind of not coming home again because you're working all the time, selling 70 houses. So then I hired an assistant, and she's like, yeah, you're still never home. So then I started hiring agents. So towards the end of that year, 2015, was when I started the Morrow Group, because I knew I couldn't continue to grow and help more and more people. And all I would do is basically own a really, really busy job of selling 70 to 100 houses a year by myself. And I wanted more than that. And I wanted to still be able to take care of my family and not take all the time away from my family to be able to sell all those homes. So I hired my first buyer's agent, my first assistant in 2015, and things really just took off from there. So we've been at a few different brokerages. We've grown every year. I'm excited to say that in 2020, we sold 321 homes. In September of 2021, we surpassed that. So we'll see what we get to this year, somewhere between 400 and 500 houses. We've gone from it just being me working 2 jobs to having 30 agents, having 7 people on staff, and my daughter that I wanted to see growing up when I took that job at the police department. She's our director of operations. She's been working for me now for coming up on 6 years. She's amazing. She does a great job. If you've ever done a transaction with us, there's a good chance you've heard from her at some point. But other than that, we're just kicking butt. You know, we love helping our clients. We love real estate. We've got a bunch of amazing agents that just work really hard. I pour everything I can into them to train them, to motivate them, to help them stay consistent and help them be successful. So not only now do we help a lot of buyers and sellers meet their real estate goals, help sellers maximize their value, help buyers get the home that they want, hopefully at a great price. This market's tough on buyers for sure. But in addition to that, we help real estate agents succeed. And that's kind of become my calling. I am a national real estate coach now. So I love helping agents succeed. I love helping agents grow teams. And I even love agents that don't want to grow teams, but they just want to be highly successful. On average, our agents make 2 to 3 times as much income a year as the average agent does out there on their own at having a real estate license. And that's what I love. I love seeing them have the ability to change their families, and they can do it without having to work the kind of hours that maybe I did in the restaurant industry. It's still hard work, don't get me wrong. It is hard to do anything at a high level, but it's so worth it. And we just really appreciate all the business that all of you guys allow us to have by helping you with your real estate needs. And I truly appreciate all the agents that allow me to help them be more successful, whether they're a coaching client, whether they're on the team here local, or even if you're just following from afar and seeing us on Facebook and YouTube and around and seeing what we're accomplishing, and that motivates you. That's awesome also. That's great. And certainly love hearing the things from so many brokers and so many other agents in town when I run into them and they say how great our agents do, how great our agents are trained, or hey, we accepted an offer from one of your agents because they do such a great job in their paperwork and they communicated well, that kind of stuff. And it just gives me a lot of satisfaction. You know, I'm helping those agents be more successful, which in turn is helping more buyers and sellers be successful with their real estate goals as well. So that's a quick rundown of the Morrow Group, where we come from, how long we've been going. We'll see how big we get. Probably you're going to see us grow a lot more over the next year. We'll be selling a lot more homes and offering a lot more opportunities for agents to be hugely successful and helping a lot more buyers and sellers be successful with their real estate goals as well. If you need any help, feel free to give us a call, 901-409-5168, and I'm always happy to help. Appreciate you all. Have a great day.